Him? Yes, Rabbi. He who is a blessing to others, he is a friend of Bethany.
I've never known him, and now he's everywhere. All my brethren are worried.
Why?
He teaches dangerous things. I hear he may become a danger to society.
But he serves the Lord. How can he do that?
I've heard whispers that he calls himself the Son of Man. That's a dangerous title to give yourself.
But if he is who he says he is,
Impossible.
why then, if I may ask, have you invited him to this feast?
My brethren and I are curious about this man from Galilee. So I invited him here to see who he truly is.
Pardon me for saying so, Rabbi, but I don't think he'd agree to that.
I hope for his sake that you're wrong.
So is there anything else you'd like me to do?
No, this place is immaculate.
It's all for Jesus.
No, I don't think it is. Something is troubling you.
No?
Yes, and you work yourself to death because of it. I won't have one of my most important servants dying right before an important feast.
I didn't want to trouble you.
Tell me, I demand to know.
I have sinned, Rabbi, and I'm ashamed. I've tried to work away my guilt, but it just doesn't go away.
What is your sin?
Please, don't make me tell.
Tell me, Mary.
I have lain with a man now my husband. I am so sorry. I was lonely and missing my husband. I needed comfort, and I found it in the arms of another.
That you would so dismay marriage is shameful. That you would run off and find it in the arms of another is disgraceful.
Rabbi, please understand.
What I understand is that you brought this stain into my home.
No, it was a mistake.
It was a mistake for you to ever be in my service. Now get out!
You have heard that it was said, eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth, but I tell you, do not resist an evil person.
You there. Peon.
I have a name.
Someone strikes you on the right cheek, turn to him the other also.
Well,
Well, what?
are you just going to stand there?
Yes?
Fine. Carry this.
If someone forces to go with you 1 mile, you look at 2 miles.
1 mile.
I'll carry it for 2 miles.
What?
I told you I'll carry it for 2 miles.
You only have to go 1 mile.
The second mile is my choice.
What's your name?
Isaac,
Isaac. Why are you doing this? Offering to carry my pack 2 miles.
have you heard about Jesus?
Who?
We got 2 miles to tell you about him.
I'd like to hear it.
I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you.
Did you see that?
He was smart. He didn't want to cause any trouble.
Are you insane? We can't let our enemies walk all over us like that. Do you know how many of us they've killed? But instead of fighting back, our friend Jesus told us to love them. We live in terror and the solution is love. We need to fight. I don't know what Jesus is telling people. All I know is I don't want anything to do with that kind of teaching. How can you do such a thing?
What?
Don't play games, dear sister. I've just heard that Simon dismissed you. What did you do? Were you careless? Were you disrespectful? Did you steal from him?
No.
Then why? Why did he dismiss you so?
I don't wish to talk about it.
Well, we are going to talk about it. What did you do?
Nothing.
I know Simon. He's a good and righteous and upright man. He would have no reason to dismiss you. Unless,
I'm sorry.
what did you do? What did you do that made Rabbi Simon cast you out?
Please don't ask me that.
Tell me, what did you do?
I live with a man, not my husband. I am so sorry, sister. I was lonely and weak.
And so you prostitute yourself to any man willing to take you to his bed?
Please don't say that.
I helped raise you after our parents died. Me, the oldest, who should have gotten married. But no, I made the ultimate sacrifice to look after my younger brother and sister. And then I see you go off and get married. Something I will never know. But I accept it as God's will. And when your husband died, I gladly accepted you back into our home once again to look after you.
I'm sorry.
Sorry? There is no sorry. There is nothing that you can say or do that will atone for this. You should be so thankful that you are being hauled away to be stoned. You're a sinner, stained, unclean. I should send you away, never finishing this with your faith.
Martha, no!
Lazarus is not feeling well at the moment. He needs to save his strength. And now, with this happening, it will be the death of him. Did you even think of your brother or us? The rabbi's charity in allowing you to work for him has kept us fed. Now, I don't know what we'll do.
Please, let me try to fix things.
You've done enough.
Martha's furious. What'd you do? Break a bowl?
Go away.
Are you alright?
I don't wish to talk about it.
I'm your brother. Tell me.
Rabbi Simon dismissed me.
Why? You always did good work.
And now I'm dismissed and a disgrace to our family.
Why would he do this? This isn't like him.
I lay with a man, not my husband.
What? Who? What?
He was a traveling merchant, a stranger here. I was lonely and missing my husband. No one knew this man, and no one would find out about him. But every day, the shame of it burned my heart. The rabbi noticed and made me confess. I tried to work away my guilt, but it didn't go away. Oh, Lazarus, I'm so sorry.
Mary.
If you want me to go, I will.
Please, stay. Your family and I love you, and I won't cast you out. And
But without my wages, we'll starve.
I told you that Isaac, Thomas, and I went to see Jesus preach. He said not to worry about things here and instead just trust God. So I decided not to.
And what did he say about women like me?
Jesus still loves you, Mary. I don't think he'd forsake you either.
But Rabbi Simon is going to see Jesus, and I know he will tell Jesus about me.
Let me deal with Rabbi Simon.
Oh, please, no, I couldn't bear it.
And I can't bear to see you like this. Rabbi Simon,
Yes, hello, Lazarus.
Mary told me everything.
Then you see I had no choice.
No choice?
It is a matter of propriety. I can't have a woman like that working in my house.
That woman is my sister.
And I'm sorry for the shame I know this brings you.
Ashamed? Yes, I'm disappointed. But why cast her out? Nobody knew.
I knew, and I know Jesus would know.
What?
From what I hear, this Jesus tends to know things about people before they tell him. And what would Jesus think if I had a sinner like her in my house?
Jesus is Mary's friend.
Not if he seeks righteousness. This feast will be about showing Jesus the purity of the Pharisees and the righteousness of my home, and no, he must have this.
After the way you treated Mary?
I know you're angry, Lazarus, but you should be angry at her.
How dare you?
Careful, Lazarus. I'm a Pharisee, and under my authority.
I will never forgive you for this.
You will come to see the wisdom of my decision when Jesus comes to dine with me.
I'm healed! Get off me! What do you mean you're healed? Human contact, how I missed it.
What are you talking about?
I used to be a leper, but Jesus healed me.
What do you mean? Used to?
There I was, outcast, unclean, covered in rags. I had to shout so that people knew a leper was coming. No one could come near me. I wondered what I had to do wrong. Why did God let this happen to me? For years, I was alone, all alone.
And then what happened?
Jesus, he healed me.
He healed you?
Yes, he touched me. He touched me. I was made clean.
Jesus touched you and you were made clean.
I'll believe it when I see it. It's true, you gotta believe me. Jesus healed me.
Did anyone else know that Jesus could heal lepers?
Like I said, I'll believe it when I see it. I don't know why anyone would believe such a wild claim. It's true, you gotta believe me. As I keep saying, I'll believe it when I see it. What a strange woman.
Don't you see what was right in front of you? She said Jesus healed her.
Did you see her healed? We've heard claims like this before, you know.
I think I'm gonna go lie down.
So tell me, Jesus, do you believe that the people need to be led in the path of righteousness, as we Pharisees have done?
Tell me, what are the greatest commandments?
To keep the Sabbath holy, to avoid pollution from sinners, to observe the law.
I tell you, the greatest commandment is this, to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength. And the second one is this, to love your neighbor as yourself. There is no greater commandment than this. There is no greater love than this.
While you speak truth, isn't there something to be said for the need of righteousness? Myself, I never suffer sinners because I honor God. How can you be around sinners all the time and not be dirty by them? I've read stories about you, Jesus, and they make me very uncomfortable.
Look at the size of that alabaster jar. Why was all that wealth wasted? A year's worth of wages that could have been used to feed the poor.
The poor you will have with you, and may serve them whenever you will, but you will not always have me. But you will not always have me. She has done what she could. She has come beforehand to anoint my body for the tomb. I tell you, wherever and whenever this gospel is preached throughout the whole world, this deed of love shall be an eternal memorial of her.
Look at how he lets her touch him. If he were really a prophet, he would know what a sinner she is.
Simon,
Yes?
Simon, judge for me. There was once a certain creditor who had 2 debtors. One owed him 500 days' wages, and the other owed him 50 days' wages. When every one of them could pay him, he totally canceled their debts.
Oh?
Tell me, which one of them would have loved him the most?
Well, I guess the one who was forgiven the most would love the most.
You had judged correctly. Simon, when I came to your house, you assigned no servant to wash my feet.
Well, yes,
But this woman has washed away my feet with the tears of repentance, and has wiped them dry with the hair of her head.
well, you see,
You did not greet me with a kiss,
well, no.
but this woman whom you despise has kissed my feet. You see this woman?
Mary? Yes, I see her.
She is a sinner, and her sins, which are many, are forgiven.
I think I see now.
What do you see?
That I should have been more forgiving of my sin, and I should have had more mercy. For our God is a merciful God. Mary? Yes? I'm sorry. Sorry? Mary, please forgive me. I did not love as I should have loved. I did not care as I should have cared, and I did not help as I should have helped. Tonight I saw you as you were, and I despised you. But while I entertained only a man, you anointed the King, the Son of Man. I'm sorry for throwing you out of my service. Please forgive me and come back. I will do both. Thank you. Lord, see it now, Lord. I will be at your side when you achieve true righteousness.
Can you drink from the cup that I must drink from? It is not me who decides who sits at my right hand or my left. But if you love me, Simon, keep my commandments, and do it as I would have done, and love others.
I will, Lord.
Lazarus,
Yes, Jesus,
there is one more matter to attend to. Do you know what?
I do. Rabbi Simon, I apologize for the way I spoke to you earlier. Can you forgive me?
Only if you can forgive me.
You are forgiven.
Is there anything else you would have us do, Lord?
Yes, there is one thing.
What is it?
There's more.
Yes, my friends, this is a feast. Let us celebrate God's love. Let us celebrate God's grace. Let us celebrate. So the Pharisees asked me whether we should pay our taxes or not.
Jesus, I don't like that you're stirring up trouble with them.
Lazarus,
Speak.
let him finish his story.
Fine, finish your story.
So I told them to look at a coin and to see whose picture was on it.
Whose picture?
Why?
Isn't Caesar's picture on all the line?
Is anyone hungry? We are fine. Ask Jesus if he is hungry.
You don't have to do this right now.
Someone has to. So what did they say?
After they saw Caesar's picture.
I told them to render to Caesar what is Caesar's and to God what is God's.
Ah,
So we are to pay our taxes?
You are to pay what you owe to your authorities.
No wonder I never heard you complain when we went to visit the tax collectors.
is it true that one of your followers is a tax collector? Martha, that's an unkind thing to say.
No, Mary, your sister speaks the truth. She speaks of Matthew, who was once a tax collector, but is now a man of faith.
After all those tax collectors and Roman loyalists have done to our people, how can you stand to be around them?
Because they need me more than anybody else. And you all know of forgiveness.
We do.
Yes, we do.
I never heard such a thing, but I trust you know what you're doing.
We ran into a friend of yours a while back.
Who?
A woman claiming to have once been a leper.
What did she say?
She said that you healed her. I've never heard of such a thing. You can heal lepers?
It is not. It is my heavenly Father who heals, and it's because of faith. And you all know with the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains.
A mustard seed?
Yes, the seed is so tiny, but the grows to the largest trees. If we're to have a meal, then there's a lot more work to be done. Everyone talks about you.
What do they say?
I believe what they say. You are Jesus, and you are my friend.
But sometimes it's hard to be your friend.
Why is that?
People know that I call you friend, that you're like a brother to me. For some, this is a blessing. For others, especially those closest to the Pharisees, don't like what you've been saying, and they don't like that I've cast my lot with you.
How do you feel?
I feel like I should lie down.
Jesus, I'm trying to get things ready for us. Tell Mary to stop sitting around and help me out.
Martha, Martha, you are worried about many things, but only one thing is needed. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her.
But there's so much to do.
They will keep. Come and sit with us.
I think I'd like